sucks to suck. That thing's called a fixture, and that stays with the real estate. Hi hooligans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey Marie and I'm your resident graffiti artist / attorney. Thank you so much for swinging by my channel, and thank you so much to all the subscribers who subscribe to my channel, which seeks to inspire professionals to live unconventional lives full of color. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting topic. We're going to be talking about copyright law and graffiti and whether it's copywritten once you spray paint it, or if the illegality causes it not to be copywritten, or what has the court said, what is happening. I would say that you're going to get an answer. I mean, you are going to get an answer, it just might not be the one that you want. Without further ado, let's get started. The US kind of sees copyright as incentivizing artwork, as promoting the sciences. If you can get money from your creation, why would you not want to create? But then the issue is, if you're creating something that infringes on the rights of other people, can you still get profits and copyright protection for it? So, for example, street art. The definition of street art is that it is free and that it is public. Sort of means that, hey, it's free, so you're not going to get any profits off of it. It's public, meaning that it's art for the people, by the people. It could potentially get destroyed, and it probably is going to get destroyed. If you get caught, you might have to actually destroy it yourself. So by definition, it seems like street art would be non-copyrightable. That's kind of hard to say. If it's free within the definition, you're not going to get profits off of it. If you think it's going to be destroyed, then why do you need copyright protection for the 2 months it's going to be there? And is there going to be any profit off of it anyway in that 2 months? That definition by nature seems to be against having copyright protection. According to my research, in order to get copyright protection, you actually have to register your artwork with the Copyright Office. Now here's the thing, peoples. Who in their right mind is gonna do something illegally and then go tattletale on themselves to the Copyright Office? I mean, I guess the Copyright Office isn't gonna call the police and be like, hey, this bozo wants us to protect something that he wrote on somebody else's garage door. I don't know if those agencies talk to each other. That seems kind of counter to the whole idea of, well, I want copyright protection, but I might go to jail because I told on myself. One of the main arguments against copyright protection on street art is, of course, its illegality. You shouldn't profit from something that is illegal, against our laws. It seems like the author has waived their right to any protection. If we did do this whole copyright protection thing for your piece of art, in order to share it, we're gonna have to find you. And in order to find you, you're gonna have to put your name on it, or you're gonna have to own up to the fact that you did it, which would open you up to criminal liability. It honestly depends on the goal of the graffiti artist. If your goal is to share your art and for it to be shared and for you to get a reputation as a graffiti artist, you wouldn't want copyright protection because people could just share it and your reputation would just be out there. But if your incentive is financial reward, you wouldn't do it illegally, because then they'd have to find you. They can't find you. And if they can't find you, they can't share it. And if they can't share it, then you're not gonna get any profit off of it. Does that make sense? I'm confusing myself at this point. Also, I had this thought. I guess it comes from my real estate background. Like, let's say you're renting an apartment. If you affix a chandelier in the ceiling and you had to drill a specific hole, you like really believed that this thingamajigger that you put in the ceiling was gonna stay there forever, that would be called a fixture. When you left and you didn't buy it, you just kind of left, and you wanted your chandelier back, they'd be like, ha, sucks to suck, that thing's called a fixture, and that stays with the real estate. With this fixture idea, if you put your painting on someone else's wall and it's permanently affixed there, wouldn't that be a fixture? And wouldn't they own it at this point? So then you can't claim copyright protection because it's theirs. It gets pretty hairy, but wait, there's more. Briefly, I did want to mention the argument for copyright. If you create something beautiful, you are entitled to, you have the right to the profits from that. But there is a case on this I'm gonna be straight up. They just straight up don't answer the question. They kind of side skirt it. Like when you get invited to something and you really don't want to go, so you just say, oh, well, I had a flat tire the other day and I only got 3 tires, so there's that. So you just kind of gave this weird answer that kind of seems like it's answering the question, but not really. That's what they did. So the case is called Villa v. Pearson Education. Pearson Education took Villa's graffiti and put it in this video game, and they were like, it's illegal, so I can use it. Sucks to suck. And Villa was like, no. They decided it on extremely narrow grounds. So the court said, well, to answer your question on whether it has copyright protection, we would have to answer the first question of whether it was illegal or not. And we just don't have the facts to be able to do that. So y'all go home and discuss it amongst yourselves. Are they saying that if it was illegal, that they couldn't copyright protect it? Maybe we're getting somewhere. No, you're not. Because honestly, with these court cases, you can't assume that that's where the court was going. If you guys have any other questions or anything to add to that, or maybe a newer case that I am unaware of, please comment below and let me know. This is still a lingering question. Here's my 2 cents. Well, first of all, I wouldn't do it illegally. That way it would be copyright protected. I could call the copyright office and be like, hey, yo, I did this art. Can you protect it? Sure, sounds good. Do things the right way. That's just my values. That's just where I come from. If you decide to do it illegally and somebody takes it and makes something out of it, could you not just find the person and say, hey, I painted that. Thank you very much for putting it in your book. Could you give me a little bit of the profits? Normal people are reasonable, so I feel like normal people would be like, dude, you know what? That's super cool for you to reach out. Like, yeah, man, if it was between 2 reasonable people, you could negotiate this out. Because honestly, normally what happens is the person that uses it in the book is normally the one to recant. Because nobody wants to violate someone else's copyright. No one else wants to take somebody's piece of art and be like, oh, really? Well, sucks to suck, I'm taking it and I'm making all the profits off of it, you suck. So I feel like both parties here could be reasonable parties about it and reach an agreement and just go on their day without suing. That's just kind of my 2 cents. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below, and also subscribe if you enjoy my vibe or my content or whatever. Like, subscribe, comment, don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment. Be true to yourself. Later.